Thinking about moving from the Midwest to the South, or maybe you're just curious how life stacks up between Illinois and South Carolina. From weather and lifestyle to taxes and real estate, there are some huge differences between these two states. In today's video, I'm breaking it all down so that you know what to expect if you're thinking about moving to the South Carolina area from the state of Illinois, from the land of Lincoln to the Palmetto State. Come with me. All right, if you're wondering who I am and why would you listen to me in the first place, my name is Dave Broom. I'm a licensed realtor in the Charleston, South Carolina and surrounding areas. My wife and I and our 3 kids at the time, our 4th kid was born down here. We lived in New York with our family with 3 kids. Like I was saying, we lived in Buffalo, New York. Didn't like the state we were living in anymore. Decided to make a huge change. I had officiated my cousin's wedding in the Charleston area, really liked Charleston. And then we expanded out a little bit and came across Somerville. We really liked the Nexton area, and we came across Cane Bay in Somerville, South Carolina, and we live here right now. Absolutely love it. It's such a drastic change from living in New York. In this video, we're going to talk about why it would be a drastic change from moving from Illinois to South Carolina. But I do these videos to inform people, to show people about the market, to give them neighborhood tours, to give them home tours, to see what the lifestyle and why is it so much different living in South Carolina than other states. And I go around on my golf cart a lot. There's golf cart communities down here. Absolutely love showing people what it's like living in the South Carolina area and how it's so much different than living in other states in the United States. So if you do get value from this video, make sure that you like the video, you subscribe to my channel, and also hit the notification bell so that you know when new videos are hitting the channel and you can come check them out. And to be honest with you, my team and I are getting calls, texts, emails almost every single day from people that are sick of the state they're living in. They want to explore a change, want to explore moving to a different state, whether they're 3 days out, 3 months out, 3 years out from moving. They reach out, they give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, and we usually set up a quick conversation at 5 minutes at most, and I just find out exactly what they're looking for and seeing if this state could possibly be a great place to move to. And then a lot of times they end up coming down to visit the state, or visit Somerville, South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina, the surrounding areas. I take them around on tours. We go see some houses, and a lot of times they end up buying and moving down here, and it's a great process. So if that's you, you are 3 days out, 3 months out, 3 years out from moving, you just want to explore the possibility of moving, or you're ready right now to move, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I love having no pressure conversations with people to see if this would be the right fit for them. Key differences between Illinois and South Carolina. Key difference number 1 is geography and scenery. Illinois, mostly flat, farmland heavy, with Chicago sitting on Lake Michigan. You got beautiful summers, fall colors, and iconic prairies, but no real mountains or coastline. That's the big difference. South Carolina has variety. It's got mountains in the upstate. It's got rolling hills in the Midlands, and gorgeous coastline with beaches in Charleston, Hilton Head, and Myrtle Beach. So the coast is a big thing I'm going to focus on, because I'm a realtor in the Charleston area, Charleston, Somerville, surrounding areas, and the coast, and the access to beaches, and the scenery, and the gorgeous, when you're driving to some of these beaches, you get Isle of Palms, Folly Beach, Sullivan's Island Beach, and just the scenery. Driving over some of these great bridges here, you get the Spanish moss and the trees. You have the angel oak trees. You have the greenery, and you have the coastline mixed together in South Carolina. And that's a big reason why a lot of people move here. That was a big reason why we moved here, just because it's gorgeous here. You go back to New York, and it looks different than you remember it, because it's so pretty and beautiful in South Carolina, especially in Charleston, that you forget. You kind of get used to it, and it's a really, really amazing beauty, nature. You also have other areas like Greenville, where you get some of the mountains by Clemson, and it's just South Carolina is different because you get the mountains, you get flatlands, and you get the coastline, and we love the coast. All right, next major difference is the weather and climate. Illinois, you get 4 distinct seasons. Winters can be brutal, snowstorms, ice, below 0 wind chills. Summers are hot and humid but short-lived. That's the big thing with moving out a lot of these states. Somerville, mild winters, rarely get snow, long summers, and humidity nearly year-round. But you get the gorgeous weather. You get fall, spring, even in the winter. It doesn't get that cold. Do the summers get hot? Yes, but June, July, August, Even then, you can get outside. There's days that are not brutally hot. We did have a stretch this year where it was like over 100 for a week straight, and we just put the pool on the back porch or go to the pool. The big thing with South Carolina is there's water available. You got especially in Charleston, you got the beaches. You have a lot of the communities have community pools, and then you can also do the little pools in your backyard. And when you're around water, it doesn't feel as hot. There's also a lot of water parks in the state parks down here, but it's a drastic difference. It is, especially in the winter, spring, and fall. The thing I didn't like about Buffalo, New York, which is similar to Chicago with how cold it gets, is the springtime, because you would get some days in the 60s, and then another day it would snow, and then a couple days in the 50s, another day with snow. So there's a lot of up and down. There's a roller coaster in the spring, and you don't really get that down here. Once it turns March, you're talking 70s, and then it just keeps going. Does it get cold once in a while? Yes, but it's not up and down. It's more up and then maybe one day and then up again. So it's the roller coaster ride in the spring and the fall. The fall is gorgeous down here. October is my favorite month down here. And the weather is a huge reason why people are moving to this area, especially from other states, especially from the Northeast, especially from the Midwest like Illinois. That's why a lot of people are moving to this area, because the weather will blow you away. The amount of sunshine and sunny days you get down here is over 100 to 150 more in most states, at least 100 more than Illinois. You don't get it's not the windy city. You do get the breeze off the ocean, but a warm breeze is much different than the windy city of Chicago when it's freezing out and you're getting that wind. All right, next big difference is the taxes. Illinois, infamous for high property taxes and relatively high state income tax. Many residents feel the tax burden of Illinois and living in Illinois. South Carolina, on the other hand, property taxes are extremely low compared to Illinois, one of the lowest in the United States. State income tax exists, but is generally lighter than Illinois as well. And the bonus is retirees often find South Carolina much more tax friendly. So on the tax front, South Carolina blows Illinois out of the water with how cheap the taxes are, especially property taxes. Especially in Illinois, as you get closer to Chicago, the property taxes are extremely expensive. And in South Carolina, they're one of the lowest state property tax in the United States. All right, next difference is the job market and economy. In Illinois, you got Chicago, so Chicago drives the economy. You got finance, tech, manufacturing, and healthcare. Lots of opportunities, but very competitive. Outside Chicago, the economy can be slower. So the big city of Chicago drives the economy. South Carolina is big in manufacturing, BMW, Boeing, Volvo. You got shipping with the Charleston port. You got tourism, healthcare, and a growing tech sector. More jobs are moving south as companies relocate for lower costs. This one might be a toss-up, or even Illinois might have a little better job market because of the Chicago area. Next section is lifestyle and culture. Next big difference. Illinois, Chicago is a cultural hub, world-class museums, sports teams, deep dish pizza, theater, and concerts. Rural Illinois has more of a small town Midwest feel, so you get a little bit both of those. South Carolina, slower pace of life, southern hospitality, strong sense of community. You got a food culture in Charleston area. You got barbecue, shrimp and grits, low country boil. College football is huge down here. Lifestyle tends to be more outdoor focused with beaches, boating, and golf. So a big difference, a huge difference between South Carolina and Illinois in this section. All right, and last section we're going to talk about is my favorite, real estate and housing. Big difference here. Illinois, you have affordable housing in many areas, but Chicago suburbs can get extremely pricey, plus the taxes. So you got extremely high cost and the taxes. South Carolina housing costs are attractive to out-of-staters because prices have been rising, especially in Charleston and Greenville, but still dollar for dollar, many find South Carolina gives them more home for the money, especially with the property taxes. And I'm going to go on to Summerville, South Carolina, where we live, the hidden gem area, because the median home price is around $400,000 in the Summerville, South Carolina area. You still are extremely close to Charleston, which is a great city to live by. You're really close to the beaches. We can get there in a half an hour, 45 minutes. We go there all the time over the weekend. And also you don't have the flooding as much in the Summerville, South Carolina area. You still get the low property taxes. So that's a little hidden gem area that really makes it attractive to move to, because you're close to Charleston, you're close to Mount Pleasant, you're close to the beaches, you are close to a lot of different activities. You can get a lot of jobs down in the Charleston area and commute down there. And it's just in a very attractive place because of the lower prices and the median home price in the 400,000 range, and the lower property taxes, and you can still do everything you want. And there's a lot of golf cart communities. I didn't even mention the golf carts yet. Golf cart communities where you can drive around, you can enjoy the amazing weather. You get a lot of benefit living in the Summerville, South Carolina area. But that leads me into, if you don't like this state you're living in, and you want to, maybe you live in Illinois right now and you want to explore a different state. That's why I make these videos, so that you can see what it's like living in South Carolina. I lived out of state. I moved into South Carolina with my wife and our family, and we absolutely love it. I'm living proof that if you don't like living in Illinois anymore, you can make a change and absolutely love it. We didn't like living in Buffalo, New York anymore. We didn't like the cold, just like Chicago, or just like the Illinois area. It's cold. Just like the high property taxes, that's Buffalo, the same thing. And we were just sick of it. We were sick of the politics as well. We were sick of the government telling us what to do. And we didn't align with a lot of the things that they were doing in the state. And we decided to get out. We decided to make the move. We decided to take the plunge. And I'm living proof that if you don't like the state you're living in, if you don't like living in Illinois right now, you can make a change. You can just explore the option. Just see, even if you lived there your whole life. I lived in Buffalo my whole life up to 35, 36 years old, and we decided we don't want to raise our family here. We don't want to live here anymore. We don't want them stuck inside for 6 months out of the year because it's cold, and we decided to take the plunge and move. And we wish we would have moved 10 years ago. And we love it. We love getting the kids being able to get outside all the time. We love being able to afford a bigger house. We love the golf cart communities. We love being by the ocean. We love being by just having neighborhoods with pools and a lot of things to do outside. There's outdoor activities everywhere. The state parks are great, so we absolutely love it. So if that's you and you're on the fence, this is me telling you, you can do it. You can at least explore it and see if this could be a fit for you. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I love having just conversations, seeing where you're at and seeing, oh yeah, I remember being at that spot, or yeah, our family gave us a little pushback moving too, but after we moved down, everyone got used to it, and it's just, it is what it is now, and they come down and visit, and we spend intentional time together. So I've been in your shoes. I know what you're going through. Feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I love helping people. This is passion of mine because it was such a great experience for us that I like passing it on to other people. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. No pressure conversation. No pressure conversation. See if South Carolina could be an option. See if Charleston, Summerville, Mount Pleasant, James Johns Island, all around Daniel Island. There's so many other places. There's Ladson, there is West Ashley, some great places to live down here, great housing options, and a lot of inventory, so it keeps the prices kind of in check. So feel free to reach out and keep it real, y'all.